I always used to play with all the boys. I was quite a lad's girl. I was always in tracksuit bottoms and a bit of a tomboy.
When I was a kid, it was like, no, it was for guys. Like, only guys could make it professional. It was like, for me, it was like a hobby of keeping fit. It was like, I never could see like a profession in it.
We used to see a couple of ladies' youth games, you know, we'd stand there, we go, well, they're not too bad, you know. It was quite a few years ago.
For 150 years, football has been played across the world. It has brought together billions as they watch, play and share their love for the game. Men's football has dominated the scene for many years and it continues to draw most of the headlines. However, ladies football is known to be one of the fastest growing sports across the world, and Harefield United are one of the most recent teams to jump on its wave. Harefield United are a Step 5 non-league team based in North West London, playing in the Spartans South Midlands Football League and have an incredibly successful 120-year history at all levels from first team down to their youth setup, including an undefeated league campaign and cup double last season. But formed in 1899, it has taken them 120 years to establish their first ever ladies team. Why has it been so long? And why start one now?
That's a very good question. But I think we could sort of say the same for quite a few clubs at Harefield's level. I think that the World Cup has kind of highlighted where we should be. And of course there are, you know, we have Denham, who are just down the road from us, who have always done the ladies' football. In fact, we've actually sent players who've come here to Denham who provided that. But like how have we, reached 2019? And I think, for me personally, I think it's just been overlooked, and I think with the growth of the ladies' game, it was really about high time, And I know Denham, who are just down the road from us, really, it's sort of been their gig for many, many years, But I think here at Harefield, a lot of things are about getting coaches in. And trying to get volunteers today is very, very hard. We find it very, very hard at the club at times.
Brian, who takes the vast majority of sessions, has been involved with Harefield for the best part of 10 years. But what is it about the club that made the players want to join Brian's team?
I think it was the opportunity. Obviously, the previous team that we used to play for, we had very poor facilities. We were struggling for players. It was very hard. We didn't even have a coach. We just had somebody that was, dedicating his time to help us, go to matches and things like that. So, we came here, we had a little discussion with Brian and Vince and everybody, and literally the opportunity, we just couldn't say no. To be honest, I didn't really know much about the men's team. I knew that they were pretty good, and, we saw that they'd won some trophies and things like that. But yeah, that wasn't really an influence in our decision. What we was told we would get, we got it, and a lot more. So we're really happy. The girls are really happy.
I don't know, just when you come here, you get a sense of that feeling. I don't know how to explain it. The atmosphere, and when you see all those trophies, and you're like, this is a really good club, and how serious the coaches are.
Coaching is clearly a big influence on the girls. But what is it with Brian that they enjoy working with and don't get anywhere else?
I mean, when I first started playing again, it was just the local guy from the pub that fancied having a go at girls' football. That's what it was. So then when we came here, it was unreal, the coaching. They really did look at what your strengths were, your weaknesses, and individually. And I was like, this is unreal. So straight away, just the commitment you got from the coaches and everyone else supporting. It was so nice. So, I don't know, now it's like a community. I would never want to leave. If there was something local to me, it's no, I like Harefield. I'm comfortable here now. It's nice.
Oh, he is ridiculous. He messages me all the time, just to say how well you've done, how much you've improved. He always gives you great feedback. His time with the girls as well, teaching girls, different techniques. Just simple little things that none of us really know, and he's just brilliant.
he's amazing, really, really good. He's so encouraging as well, like when you make a mistake and things like that, he's always complimenting you when you're like picking up from something. And like from the start, they see like our progress and they're always pointing that out to you as well, like how you've progressed and what you've done on the pitch and like certain things, which is nice to hear because they're really like committed to what we're doing. And you feel that from them, you really do feel that from them. Like, especially when it doesn't go so well, we're like, oh no. Because you don't want to let them down either as well.
There's no favourites. He treats everybody exactly the same. If somebody needs a little bit more help, he will take them away. He'll go and do some one-on-one stuff. And yeah, anything you need, he's always there. If you want to, you know, have a one-on-one session with him, you know, just for things that you want to work on, you know, he will never tear you down. You know, I've improved a lot. Even just to turn up to training, it was very difficult. You know, sometimes you think, oh, can I really be bothered to go training? But now, you know, you get really annoyed if you can't make training because you feel like you're missing out. There's always new things to be learnt. You know, everybody's improving every single week.
It's crazy. You can see how determined they are week in, week out. I mean, I'm the captain, so I kind of get involved with them a little bit more than the other players. But yeah, it's literally like a family. You know, they treat us all as their daughters, kind of thing. And it's really nice to see they're here every week, putting in the effort, shouting their heads off, losing their voices. But it's all because they just know how talented we are as a team.
What they do, they target on what they need to focus on each players, because obviously everyone is at a different level. So they are really good for like sort of taking apart and breaking things down, and a lot of one-to-one as well they do. If they feel like a player needs that, 10 minutes aside, you'll get a one-to-one with Brian. Like, it's not uncommon. He's done it with a few players, a lot of players as well, actually. And they don't make you like feel like crap for having a one-to-one. Like, you know, if you get pulled aside, you sort of feel like, oh no, I'm the crappiest one here that has to get pulled aside. It's not like that. You feel like, oh nice, I'm getting like a little one-to-one time.
It's clear to see how much the team gravitates towards Brian and his coaching, helping out at every opportunity to make the girls feel comfortable and inspired at the same time. But do the girls think the team could survive without him? And what does he make of their answers?
I can't see it without him, to be honest. I'm guessing if he did decide to leave, they'd be able to get somebody else in, but Brian's a very nice guy, he's a very lovable guy, so I think anybody that came in now would be a bit weird and a bit different.
I don't think so, no, I don't know, no. I'm not sure. Like, if he was to go tomorrow, I think it would be a bit like, well, it could fall apart, you know. I think, yeah, they sort of hold the pieces together. Yeah, and now, because, like, from the start, like, you grow a bond, don't you, with the coaches. I think it would be a hard pill to swallow, definitely, if he was to go. Yeah, we need Brian.
That's great. It really is, because I think it works both ways. You know, like I said, our mission really was to put on a great environment. And we've been really fortunate to have a really good bunch of girls, really. You know, yes, we have our off days, you know, but that's like any team. But on the whole, you know, we stand by every single one of our players here. You know, outside of the football and inside the football, you know. So we've really tried to make it an environment where, you know, we're all together as a team.
Professionalism is key for Brian, and he wants the way that he coaches to reflect onto his team's attitude. But that isn't just in training. He wants to make sure the team is prepared and has the right attitude for matches. Brian himself is very disciplined when preparing to ensure the best for his players on match days.
Oh, it's pretty much up at 5. I go to the gym in the morning, and then I'm now preparing. Right, what we got to do? We've got to get over to Caversham. Right, okay. Minibus is available. We've got to fill up with diesel. We're in the WhatsApp group. Everybody available. Everybody good. No one's worse for wear from Saturday night out. The team sheets. We've got all the paperwork we need before we head off to the game. So you know, I feel like it starts from the time I get up on a Sunday morning. So, you know, we have the training tops, we've got to make sure we've got the training tops and the warm-up tops, as well as a kit. So we try to get to the changing rooms, or even we're at home, we try and get to the changing rooms, put all the kit up, you know, so when they come in, everything's nicely laid out, all the training tops, or warm-up tops, everything's nicely laid out for the girls. They just come in, lovely environment, bit of music playing. And yeah, we write out our team sheets, hand that over to the referee and the opposition, who check to see that the players are legal. But it does come down to the whole day. It feels like a whole day. I feel when I get up at 5, I go to the gym, have something to eat, and I'm ready to go, you know, and I'm on the phone to the gaffer, and yeah, it's literally the whole Sunday, without a shadow of a doubt.
8th of December, match day, away to Abbey Rangers reserves in a top 4 clash. And the weather is miserable. It's cold, it's damp, and it's wet. And to make matters worse, the ladies' game has been moved onto the grass from the 3G pitch because of a boys' cup game. The ladies have to deal with the elements, as well as a constantly worsening pitch. The game is scrappy, and there's little the managers can do about it. Corner, a big chance for Harefield. Far from perfect, but they get a shot on target. Handball on the line, penalty. A rare chance to take the lead. Missed, and minutes later, 1-0 Abbey Rangers. Half time and hard work is needed. Vince is passionate, he wants better, but it'll be hard to get. Both coaches know they need a goal.
I want it a little bit more than what they do.
The sun comes out, but the rain keeps coming. The scrappy football continues for both teams. And Harefield can't hit the target. The game is starting to take its toll. Captain Victoria comes up with an injury, clearly in discomfort. She makes it back onto the pitch, but it's not enough. Abbey Rangers hold on to win 1-0, a tough pill to swallow for the team. They need to bounce back from this.
Very frustrating. The pitch was terrible. Literally, you couldn't move. It was just, you try and change position and you're just falling all over the place. The rain was horrendous. It was freezing cold. And yeah, everyone's head kind of got lost a little bit. Well, obviously it's like the first sort of proper loss of the season, so it did hit us quite bad. And yeah, I think second half we were a lot more determined, which is a shame because obviously you need to try and fight throughout the full 90 minutes. But yeah, we're just, next time we play them, we're going to be even more determined to beat them now. So yeah, we have our heads down for 10-15 minutes after the game, but then you have to sort of reevaluate and say, what could we do better? You know, where did we go wrong?
We missed the penalty. We had a perfectly decent goal disallowed, but these things happen in games. And the most important thing for me was the work rate and the effort. And I think that will hold us in good stead, you know, when we face, you know, tougher opposition. You know, we know what the girls are about, and the commitment and desire was fantastic. So, you know, that's what I learned. It was more about the character of the girls and the team in general. You know, we've been thereabouts top of the league and whatever. I think maybe one team they have a game in hand over us, but you know, we're still there, it's still in the mix. It is a loss, but you know, I think I took a lot away from it, to be honest with you, and it went for the want of trying, put it that way. The girls were fantastic, but you know, on another day things may have gone our way, the penalty may have gone in, the goal may not have been disallowed, but you know, that's football.
Even with limited numbers, training is needed. A chance to regroup and make sure the intensity stays the same. Vince takes charge of the session, and it's clear to see what standards he expects.
Good. Come on, stick. Come on, good. You've got to do the training session seriously. You do not piss about on the outside when you haven't got the ball or you're pissing around the outside. Watch, I'm going to come in. You're going to play to her, you're going to play out, you go out. You're playing to me because I played in.
And you can understand why. There is big ambitions for this team.
But we've got to win the league. I think if we, as a new team, and we win the league, I think that would be like a huge step.
Try and win a league would be a good start because, you know, this is like the first sort of season we've come as a proper girls team. A few players from the previous Harefield stayed together, but now we've kind of mixed ourselves up for the better. So yeah, hopefully we can at least win a league, maybe this season, maybe next, who knows.
To win the league, that would be lovely, to be honest. We, obviously when I played last season and the 2 seasons before that, you know, we was very lucky if we won a couple of games throughout the whole season. So just to actually come away and win something, that would be brilliant.
High standards, but Brian has a different end goal.
Plan is to build out a lovely platform, a very good platform here for girls and ladies football. And that's what we're planning to do. So that's the project, basically, which I'm very happy about. I'm very happy at the results that we've had so far in terms of the girls we've been able to introduce to Harefield as a football club. And, you know, we're getting more and more. And so, you know, I think the word is out. You know, even some of the development clubs know about us. We have some development girls from the pro clubs who come here for training. So I think we're building something very nice here, without a shadow of a doubt.